Hi, Charles SirBookSage here, and this is my Friday Reads. It is January 4th, 2019, and this is going to be a Wheel of Time weekend for me. I just started listening to on Audible, the Wheel of Time's prequel, A New Spring. I finished reading book 10 just at the end of the year. I am participating in the Wad-along, the Wheel of Time read-along, that actually started last January and is going all the way through April of this year. In October, I was 5 books behind and decided I'm catching up. So finished reading book 5, switched to Audible for books 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now I'm listening to New Spring. I'm going to finish that this weekend. That's my goal. Because the main book for the read-along for January is book 11, The Knife of Dreams. So I have to finish the prequel first so that I can be on track finally. And the prequel is only like 400 and something pages long. It's a tiny little book compared to your normal Wheel of Time book. And while a 480-page book might be a large book for some people, for this series, it's like half the size. So I should get through it pretty quick. I've already listened to, I don't know if it's half of the book, but probably 40% of the book already today while at work, because I can have the headphones in when I'm doing my IT work, so they don't interfere with each other. So yeah, so that's my goal. I doubt I'll finish it tomorrow, but I am definitely going to finish it by Sunday night, so that I can dive into book 11. So my number one priority is the Wheel of Time's prequel. But the Game of Thrones readathon just started this month as well, where there's a group reading all 5 published books at this point, 1 book every 2 months. So I don't have to read the first book of Game of Thrones in its entirety this month. I just have to get at least halfway through, which is pretty easy and doable. I've read that book twice now. The last time I read it actually was just back in the summer when I was in airports back and forth between New York and Florida. But now that I'm rereading it again, even in this short time, there's other things that I'm noticing that I didn't even notice just a couple of months ago. And I'm really enjoying that. Look for some Game of Thrones video content that's going to become a staple on my channel as I go through this whole, for me, a reread of Game of Thrones. So there will be some reading of book 1 of A Song of Ice and Fire this weekend as well, because it's just so well written. I can't help but just get some of that reading in too. I probably want to get to a certain point in January with that book, and then I can kind of ease off as I concentrate mainly on the Wheel of Time. But that's pretty much this weekend's reading. Its number one priority is that prequel, A New Spring. That's my number one priority. I have to finish that book by Sunday night so that I can not struggle to keep up with the Wad-along. Because I would actually like to watch one of their live streams at the end of the month when they actually live stream it, so I can participate in the discussion, the chat on the side. That would be nice. And it's been a lot of reading and listening, going through books 5 through 10 over just the last 2.5 months to catch up. But it's been fun too. I think switching to Audible for that middle section of the series helped it a lot, because I originally read the first 6 books and it was slowing down at that point. And I decided to wait, not because I wasn't enjoying it, but for the whole series to be finished. And the main complaint about the series is that middle section. Once you get to kind of around book 6, 7 through 10, it kind of, everything sort of bogs down. But listening to it on Audible made that far more interesting and entertaining than I remember reading book 6. I loved the Audible of book 6 more than reading book 6. So I didn't really experience that sort of bogging down for books 7, 8, 9, and 10 that a lot of people say they do when they read them. I think, again, the audiobook helped alleviate that for me. So, but just tech stuff, side stuff. So I just wanted to get back into my normal Friday reads. I like doing the Friday reads. It's got quick end of the week hello and yeah, sorry, I'm dropping part of my mic stuff here. Still trying to figure out where I'm gonna film in this house. I got some of my furniture, I think, maybe arriving Wednesday, which is nice. So I might be able to switch over to the living room because I'll actually have a couch to sit on. But anyway, I am Charles of SirBookSage. I want to hear from you. What are you reading this weekend? Do you have a specific book you're about to dive into, or do you have a book you're trying to finish up? Let me know in the comments. I want to know what you're reading because maybe it's something I'm going to add to my TBR for later this year. I'm always on the hunt for new books. Then I am Charles of SirBookSage. Happy reading.